When you're tasting completely double blind, you have no idea what is in either one of your glasses. That is the position we find ourselves in today. That's what we do over here. Let's get into it and find out what's up with these two.
Welcome back to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Erin.
I'm Josh, and we are back with another double blind head-to-head. It's what we do over here, and we're going to get right into it. Glass one on the nose.
We're not wasting any time.
Nope. These could be almost anything, bourbons or ryes, pretty much, and they're probably matched up for one reason or another. We'll find out later, but you've probably already seen it in the title. So let's see what we got on the nose on glass one.
So on glass one, I'm getting sweet and earthy.
Yeah, it's just very quick. First sniff is like maple syrup and wood.
Yeah. I was getting more, not dirt, but like Mother Earth.
Like a piece of wood that has some dirt clumped up on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting that. I'm surprised. You've been keying in on butterscotch a lot lately, and I get a little bit of a butterscotchiness on this as well.
I can see that, yeah.
It's sticking to your glass quite hard. It doesn't look super dark. I'm not expecting it to be super high proof or anything, but it's clinging over there.
It's viscous.
In the glass, at least. Let's see what it is on the palate.
This tastes like it smells. Sweet and earthy. I like it. I'm trying to decide if there's anything else.
Yeah, I mean, first sip, and we've got to get acclimated to what's in the glass here, but first sip is like, it's putting me in that caramel chew lane, and I really love those like cheap caramel chews. What's the Brock's? What's the company?
I don't do caramel that much.
You know what I'm talking about. Brock's, I think.
I do want to say, like after the first sip, it may, unless I get more wood on the second sip, it may be too sweet for me.
It's pretty sweet.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, when I first drank it, I was like, wow, this is like a candy shop.
It's pretty sweet.
But instead of all the sugary candy, it's all the like the caramelly
it's good
type of candy. Yeah.
I like it. I just may not be able to drink very much of it because it may be too sweet. But let's have another sip and see.
I could. Let's go.
There is more oak on the second sip, which generally tends to happen for me.
I like that a lot.
It still is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But I'll come back to this and see how I feel after a minute.
Yeah, it's very sweet. Caramel, I'm getting like a really pronounced cherry note in this. Like a very, very
red.
Good.
Like I'm visioning the color red.
The color red, yeah. Like those bright red cocktail cherries.
Yeah.
It's got that going on. And then the oak, it's like caramel, cherry, and then the oak just kind of washes over everything.
I will sign off on everything you just said.
Yeah. That's a nice glass. And the
finish
finish is lingering with a little bit of barrel spice, just enough to make it interesting and not flat on the back of the palate. I really like glass one. Glass two's got its work cut out for it.
Even though it's probably a little too sweet for my palate, it is good whiskey. I can tell that it's good. It's just, I just don't like sweet things.
Let's see how glass two compares. Oh, this smells really nice too.
This smells like fluffy.
I can see that, yeah.
It's giving fluffy vibes.
Yeah, like fried dough, powdered sugar, or an elfin ear.
No, what's the one where it's like the little drizzled fried dough? What's it called?
Drizzled fried
funnel
dough.
cake? Funnel cake.
Yeah, funnel cake. Elfin ear is funnel cake. Same difference.
No, they're different. Elephant ears are flat. They're more like a pancake. They look more like a pancake.
It's the same thing, though. It's fried dough with powdered sugar on top.
But they're in a different form, and they taste different.
Oh, okay.
Funnel cakes are more crispy. Elephant ears are a little bit less crispy.
I guess I got served.
I mean,
I didn't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, 100%. I almost said elephant ear. 100% funnel cake in a glass right here. Let's get it on the palate. It's
less sweet than I thought it would be on the nose. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I need another sip.
That's really good, too.
I'm going to take another sip.
Go ahead. Yeah, that has maybe more oak than even the first glass. More earthy, more oak. It's still coming in with a lot of the similar type of sweetness. Caramel, a little bit of that Luxardo cherry, like more of like a Luxardo or a black cherry type of note.
Yeah.
These are both really good.
If this is like a red maraschino cherry, this is like a dark Luxardo cherry.
Yeah.
And ooh, the finish. There's something happening right here.
I can tell you right now, I'm going to have a real problem with these two because I like both of them a lot. I don't know if one is available or one is not available. I don't know if one is expensive or the other is inexpensive. These are both coming across incredibly nice to me. Like not too high proof, not too low, tons of flavor for what they are, good finishes, good mouthfeel. They just, I don't know what more I would want in a glass.
I will say, while glass 2 isn't sticking to the glass as much as glass 1 did, I feel like the finish is lasting longer, which is, take that with a grain of salt, but it's not what I expected. So I'm ready. I know what I feel about these.
Man, I don't know which one I like better. I'm gonna have to take a minute on this one.
I mean, I'll just drink glass 1 again. Might as well. Okay, I know where I stand. So I think both of these are very well crafted. I enjoy both of them. However, for my palate, I prefer something less sweet. So I'm gonna give glass 2 a thumbs up, and I'm gonna give glass 1 just okay. Wow. That being said, they're both good. I just don't prefer the sweetness, as much sweetness as glass 1 brings, personally.
Yeah. So you are just okay on 1, thumbs up on 2.
Yep.
It's going to be very difficult for me not to go 2 thumbs up on both of these, just on flavor.
Dang, Gina.
I really, really like what's in these glasses. It's kind of, like I said, it's hitting that Goldilocks zone for me. They taste like bourbon. They taste like very well balanced, well crafted bourbon with a little bit of age on them. I feel like glass 1 has everything we said. Glass 2 brought in a little bit more oak and a little bit more oomph. But then when you go... It
brought in the oak without being drying.
Yeah.
Which is, for me, a very nice thing, because sometimes when you get too oaky, it gets also too dry.
Right. But when I went back from glass 2 back to glass 1 came across very bright and more youthful.
Interesting.
Now, that did not stand out when we started with glass 1, which is why we go back and forth over here. And for me... I like both of these a lot. Glass 1 is slipping a little bit, so I'm going to prefer glass 2 as well, just having tried them both side by side. But in a vacuum, I love both of these. I hope they're about 80.
So is your official score 2 thumbs up on both?
Until we find out the price. Our ratings can change once we find out the price.
Yep.
These are striking me really nicely. I wouldn't be surprised if they're fairly costly. I would love to pay $60 to $80 for both of these. I feel like...
Yeah, I would feel like that would be a fair price for either one of these.
If they're less than that, then they're an absolute value. If they're more than that, I'm not going to be surprised unless they're incredibly more than that. So you're just okay and thumbs up. I'm going to go 2 thumbs up because I love both of these until I find out the price, and we'll see if that changes anything. So glass number 1 is number 59.
$70.
Man. Okay, hang on. I might have to stay 2 thumbs up there.
I'm not shocked by that price. I feel like it is a good pour. I just think it's too sweet for me.
All right, at $70, 2 thumbs up means we love it. We gotta have it. I don't have to have a bottle of it.
Fair.
So I'm gonna go thumbs up. That means I really, really like it.
Yeah.
I would really like to have a bottle of it. Thumbs up on glass 1.
And I'm saying just okay, which means I could take it or leave it. It means I do like it, but I don't have to have it. I'd get a pour of it at a bar probably, but not a bottle in my home.
Yeah, glass 2 is really good. What's glass 2 price?
$120.
I can't say I'm surprised.
Which, I don't know if I'm just becoming numb to the whiskey prices, but it didn't offend me as much as I expected it to.
It's got so much balance in the blending. It's got so much just... I mean, glass 2 is a beautiful glass of whiskey.
I'm staying thumbs up, though, because... that means I would like a bottle of it in our home, but I don't have to have a bottle of it. Like, I wouldn't be upset if we didn't.
Yeah.
But if we have the extra money and we were there, we can get it. I'd like to have it, So I'm saying thumbs up.
They're in my mind, I'm trying to articulate this. In my mind, there are very few bottles of whiskey I have to have. 2 thumbs up is, when you can get that over here, that is high praise. Do I have to have a bottle of glass 2? I don't think I do, but I would really, really, really like one. So I'm like right in between, and we've had people in the comments say, why don't you just do 1.5 thumbs? And that's right where this would fall for me. But you gotta crap or get off the pot around here. You gotta commit to either saying, I have to have a bottle of this at 120, or I could fall into the, I like it, I would like a bottle, but if I never get a bottle, that would be okay as well. I gotta take one more sip.
Are you having an existential crisis?
No, as good as that is, I think it's earned a 2 thumbs up. it's not the type of thing I would buy multiple bottles of, but I would really, really, really enjoy having one bottle of that to enjoy over a period of time.
Okay.
So we both prefer glass 2, the more expensive pourer.
Yeah.
You're just okay on glass 1. I'm thumbs up.
Yep. So let's find out.
You're thumbs up on glass 2?
Yes.
And I'm 2 thumbs up on glass 2. Wow. Okay. Color me surprised. All right. What's glass number 1?
Weller Full Proof.
Really?
It's 114.
What the heck is glass 2?
Found North, batch number 5.
Wow.
And it's 116.2 proof. Both of these drank really nicely for their proof point, I would say.
Yeah. I think they're right on par. They don't drink hot. They don't drink soft. They drink very flavorful.
I did get a little Kentucky hug or Canadian hug, if you will, for the Found North, since it's Canadian whiskey.
Look at you knowing whiskey things.
I know, y'all. I'm a professional whiskey taster.
Wow. Okay. This is fascinating because the reason I put this in here, if you're unfamiliar with Found North, which if you're tuning in, you may be unfamiliar with Found North, they take Canadian whiskey and they blend it.
But they do blend it in the U.S., but it is Canadian-sourced whiskey.
Yeah, it's a Massachusetts-based company. You remember?
Massachusetts?
No, Massachusetts. You remember I used to say, I grew up all my life saying Massachusetts.
I know you
because I live in Tennessee, and thanks Metro Davidson Public Schools.
Because I'm a Southern boy.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
And it wasn't until I became an adult and got like heckled and ridiculed by people for saying Massachusetts that I had to start remembering that there's a chew in the middle of it. And that's the only way I still say it correctly. That's the only way. Every time I say that word, I have to think Massachusetts. Because if I don't, I'll say Massachusetts.
Well, I can't say Worcestershire sauce. Oh, I just did, though.
Worcestershire.
I always
blend it together. It's
I
like
always say Worcestershire, but
it's like Louisville.
I just
slur it all
smush
together.
it together.
Yeah.
Worcestershire.
Anyways, back to the whiskey.
Okay.
Weller Full Proof, $70. You were just okay?
Yeah. It was fine.
There you go.
It was too sweet.
I mean, a lot of people like Weller because it's too sweet. You didn't pick wheat or funk on either one of these.
No, I did not.
But $70, you're just okay. Yeah. I'm thumbs up. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Weller Full Proof, I will be happy to pay 70, 80, maybe a little bit more for a bottle than that, but I'm not going up to 150, 200 plus for a bottle of Weller Full Proof. It's just, it's not worth it to me.
Okay.
It may be to you.
So you were talking about Massachusetts.
Found North is blended in Massachusetts by the Found North crew.
Yes.
Nick Taylor, shout out. This is a blend of a little bit of 8-year wheat whiskey from Canada.
Okay.
And like 18 or 21 year or something rye from Canada as well.
Okay.
Or corn whiskey. I think it's wheat whiskey and corn whiskey
is
what this is blended.
We'll have to verify if that's incorrect. Josh will put a correction in here.
It's on the screen right now what the blend is. But we have a bottle of this. I freaking love it. And I do think it's better than Weller Full Proof.
Yeah.
Found North makes really good whiskey. They blend it really well. And yeah, you do pay a bit of a premium price for it. And that's fine by me because I've got people that are blending this product. I don't have them, but I mean, Nick has my heart, but I do not have anything other than a bottle of this. And I'm so glad that I do because they just blend really well.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely.
If you're curious about some of the Found North products, you can find them online if they're not sold in your local stores. I do know they're in the Chicago area. I do know that like a lot of Benny's have them. Florida has distribution. There's states out there that have distribution. We do picks. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, when this video comes out in a few weeks, we'll be doing a Found North Season 2 pick.
For 2024.
For Stuff and Whiskey and Maumee Valley Whiskey Society. A S&W MVP pick will be coming up very, very soon. There'll be a live stream for that. But yeah, I mean, we're huge Found North fans. They made our best whiskeys of the year like every year since we found them. They've been some of the things that impress us.
Found North.
There you go. And
since we found our North Star. Ooh.
All right. Thanks to Joe Carter for introducing us to Found North.
Yes.
Thanks to Nick for blending amazing products over at Found North. If you're not familiar with them, get familiar with them. And if you find a Weller Full Proof for retail, probably buy it. It's pretty good whiskey.
It's up to you.
But like,
if you like sweet whiskey, I would say buy it.
As I usually say, while it is very good, it didn't blow my skirt up. It didn't blow my hair back.
There you go.
So, there you go.
Although you've got some product that blew your hair back.
Well, and the hair dryer. Yeah.
Oh, and the hair dryer. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Speaking of drying hair, head down to the video description below for a link to our Patreon if you would like recommendations on hair products or want to join in to an amazing whiskey community.
There you go.
That we have
over
there, on
guys.
Patreon. We have a Discord. We talk whiskey all day. We share samples. We help each other find bottles. We do all kinds of fun stuff. Yep. We release our barrel picks, like the Found North pick we're going to do in a few weeks. That will be released over on Patreon.
This was not our pick.
Right. But the one we're doing, they know that. They were paying attention.
Were they?
They might not have been. They might have been cooking dinner or something.
Sometimes I don't pay attention when I watch videos.
Sometimes I don't pay attention when she's talking.
Most of the time you don't pay attention when I'm talking.
What?
It's not funny anymore. You do that all the time.
Anyways, check it out. Patreon down there below. Also, we have merchandise. Aaron's wearing a shirt.
But my hair covers it up. It's a little tiny logo. Yeah. It's very discreet, but it says,
back,
fight,
it says fight the FOMO.
The FOMO.
Yeah.
You can see it at stuffandwhiskey.com where you can see pictures of the front and back. I'm not going to turn around for you. So
like, subscribe, comment if you like the content. Especially if you like Found North Batch 5. Let us know what you think about that.
Mm-hmm. Or any Found North batches. Which one's your favorite if you've tried a bunch of them? Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's get wild and crazy. That smells really good.
All right. While he's doing that, I'm going to sign off. That's it for today, guys. Be good to each other. And until next time, cheers.
That's really good. Oh, it's a little funky.
You're a little funky.
I just took a shower.
Just saying.